There you go.
Hey everyone, it's Robin Cavallaro, 3Max1, and
Darren Rickwood with First Home Mortgage.
so Darren and I have had some interesting situation lately that we wanted to share with everyone. And it all comes down to what you can and can't put in your bank account when you're buying a house.
Right. So it's very important if you're buying a house and you need money for closing, whether you're doing a 100% financing and you still need money for closing costs, or you're doing a conventional loan and you're putting money down, we have to source where the money comes from. So now with COVID, everything's changed. People are doing business very differently. They're transferring money to family, to friends, but they're using third-party vendors.
Like Venmo. And I gotta tell you, huge Venmo fan. Love you, babe. But here's the problem. There's no way to source where that money comes from if it's in your bank account. So
It's very difficult.
Well,
it's 2 or 3 steps, and we can do it, but here's the problem, is there's no documentation on your bank statement that says where it came from.
you know, it went from being a simple 2-step dance to this elaborate choreographed Broadway production that you had to go through to figure out all this stuff. So to say it was crazy is putting it mildly. And here's the biggest problem. Yeah, several years ago, I had a client that deposited a check from Staples. It was a rebate check, like $8 and some odd cents. Nothing major at all. He had to produce a copy of the check that thankfully his bank still had to show where the money came from. So fast forward now to 2020, where let's say Darren and I go out to lunch, I pick up the check, Darren Venmos me his half of the money.
Right.
I'm trying to buy a house. Darren gets pulled into this now because his money went into my account while I'm doing my mortgage.
And I'm going to be asked to provide a bank statement showing it actually came from me.
Yes.
So not every single file and every single bar is going to have this issue. If you have plenty of money in your bank account, a lot of times we'll just back it out. We don't worry about it.
Right.
But if you're very, very close on your deposits and what you need for closing is what you have in your bank account, every dollar has to be documented in order for us to count it and use it at the table for closing.
Yeah, and this also goes to PayPal too.
Any of them.
Credit advances. In a nutshell, if you can't prove where that money came from, don't put it in your account until you leave the settlement table. That's
And
simple.
the actual statement from PayPal or Venmo will not suffice. It doesn't tell us where the money came from. So that money then becomes a gift, which we then have to document as well. So whether it's from girlfriend, wife, mom, doesn't matter. We have to document all of it and then provide gift letters if it's money from family or anything like that.
And this is where it gets super complicated, because if you go out to lunch periodically, we all love it, and one person picks up the tab, the rest of them chip in with Venmo. Now all of a sudden you've involved all of your friends and family in your house buying process. So
Be careful.
yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
And I'm still new to part of the Venmo. I've gotten used to paying people but not getting money on it. So I don't know if you can hold in your account and then when you leave the settlement table, move it into your checking account, or if it's better just to keep an old-fashioned IOU piece of paper and everybody divvy up when they're done.
Right. And it's definitely things we're looking for now when we review bank statements. So make sure you ask the question. If there's things you have to do and move money around from back and forth, let us know. If it's bank statement to bank statement, generally not a problem, because we will see the actual statement number. It generally lists, a partial account number so we can match them up or know what to ask for. But with Venmo, we have no clue where it came from. We can't help you figure that part out. It's going to be an email saying, please document this deposit. We don't know.
Yep. And we cannot emphasize enough how much your friends are going to hate you. Yeah, literally, you're not going to be friends anymore by the time this is over with. Because when you call them and go, hey, Darren, guess what? Buying a house. You remember that lunch you gave me the $20 for your half? I need your bank statements so I can get my mortgage. And by the way, need you to sign this gift letter. Please, thank you, love you, babe. No, they're going to be like, don't call me again.
Or
So.
the lender's basically just going to tell you, well, we can't count any of that money.
Yeah.
We basically subtract it from the balance you have in your statement and go, I'm sorry, you don't have enough money. So don't think you're going to Venmo from friends or someone you don't even know that maybe owe you money for something. It comes in and you can use it automatically. We cannot do that.
And if we're really tight, then we have to go back to the seller and say, I apologize, we need a delay. Well, it gets to be a little bit more complicated and all of that, because we have to prove your deposit money cleared on that bank statement. So if you don't have enough of your own money to pay your deposit on the house, now we have to get into that not being able to be accepted, and a new bank statement, a new deposit, and seller willing to work with us. And if we have to wait till another bank statement comes out and we have to delay, in this market when the prices are going up and we got multiple offers,
everybody's upset.
The seller may not extend. The seller may say, we wish you all the best, we're putting it back on the market.
Right.
So
just the biggest point to this on our side is be upfront, tell us, ask questions. We're here to help you during the loan process. So ask us, hey, can I do this? Or I need to send money to a friend, or they're sending me money to reimburse me.
Yeah.
How do I do it?
And it's like I tell all my clients up front, your mortgage lender is going to be your mother or your father during the home buying process. Do not spend a penny. Don't do anything financially without going to them first. You feel like you're back in high school with, Daddy, can I please? Or Mommy, please? Yeah, please.
You're better to ask permission than you are forgiveness in this case.
Exactly. And our livers can't handle another one of the deals we just went through. So, and yes, our client has given us permission to have this conversation because this was a new one to all of us. And the listing agent and the seller were absolutely phenomenal with their patience as we worked through it.
Yep.
So huge.
It's closing tomorrow.
I know. Yay. Huge appreciation goes out to Lisa Connell with Hometown. Give her a plug because she was phenomenal in getting help working with us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, bottom line.
Just think, ask questions and think.
Don't put a penny in your account without checking with your lender first.
Yep.
And if you can't prove where it came from, put it under your mattress
Don't
until
put
you
it in
get
there.
to the settlement table.
Yeah.
You're usually looking at 30 days now from start to finish. And if you can't wait 30 days for that, figure out something else. But please, I beg you, talk to them first.
Right.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
And we'll get you through it. It'll be entertaining. We'll get you through it, though.
It is.
Yeah. But anyway, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to give myself a call, give Darren a call. We're always here to help you.
You guys have a great week and enjoy the weekend.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I think it's finishing. Maybe. Sorry, guys. I got too much stuff on my phone.